Mike out on the street chasing wrong from right. Eyes like fire burning through the haze. The truth is a weapon cuts through the maze. Some call her trouble, some call her brave. But digging up secrets they tried to save. A real deal around town. She's breaking it down. Spinning the wheel. Exposing the sound. They despise her, they praise her, but she won't slow down. Real deal around town. The truth's her cry. They whisper in shadows, they curse her name. Afraid of the spotlight she brings to the game. But the grateful ones, they cheer in the dark for the spark she ignites in their weary hearts. Some call her danger, some call her hope. She's the thin line on the tightrope. Real deal around town. She's breaking it down. Spinning the wheel. Exposing the sound. They despise her, they praise her, but she won't slow down. Real deal around town. The truth's her crown, yeah. Real deal around town. She's breaking it down. Spinning the wheel. Exposing the sound. They despise her, they praise her, but she won't slow down. Real deal around town. The truth's her crown. Yeah. The truth's her crown. Yeah.
Well, hi, everybody. How'd you like that intro? That's my new theme song. I wanted to do a video this morning. I don't have a lot of time. I got to do something at 10 o'clock here. But anyway, that's my new theme song. Good old AI does a lot of stuff for you. But that's the song that we're going to be going with. I've been working on a number of options, and I think it meets my approval. I would like to hear some feedback from everybody, though, on what you think. I'm trying to change some photos around here. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Yeah. So what do you think about that theme song? Do you think that's gonna work for me? I think it covers a lot of what I try to make this channel all about. I pretty much like it. Okay. So enough with that. Hopefully people didn't quit watching because of that video or that that music anyway. So we're here today. I'm just giving a brief update on Starbucks. And I'm going to talk about UPS briefly too, but the big deal is for me is Starbucks. I'm a Starbucks drinker. I got my venti cup right here. This is, see, 20-ounce venti. There's Starbucks coffee in here. I make it at home, but I like to get my cappuccinos at the real place, but I still have to wait. But this is, I'm going to get out of the way here. I'm going to get myself out of the picture, I think, if that'll work. Yeah. Okay. No, that's not going to work. But that's Starbucks. There's Starbucks right there. I can't, there it is. That's the new Starbucks in Townsend. And it's almost done, as you can see. The dumpster's out there picking up the riffraff. They don't have any signs out yet. So that, I guess, maybe that's the last thing they do. They have handicap parking out there, and the drive-throughs around back. They've restructured the whole parking lot. If you go to Hannaford's in Townsend, you probably realize the changes in the parking spaces. There's quite an extensive drive-through. It's pretty interesting. You go like right to the right there of the right that way of the dumpster that's showing. There is that is where the drive-through starts. Well marked, organized. It's actually much better than it was before with the bank when the bank was there. But and it appears to be 2-lane, but it's only one lane that actually gets you a cup of coffee. The other lane is an exit lane that you go around, and then it becomes a cluster. You know what? When you're pulling out of the drive-through, because it goes from 2 lanes to one. I don't know. That's all I'm going to say. But so when you're pulling out at the stop sign, which is, I can't, I wish I could point to it and show you. Oh, you get my big, huge hand. Where is it? Like right over there is where the drive-through comes out. It's same place as always. And the stop sign, but it's only 1 lane. So it's a merge. When you get your coffee, there's a merge. For those cars that might be going, just not going to the drive-through and driving straight around to get out. Not a smart move. I don't think if you're leaving the plaza or you're leaving Starbucks, it would not be a smart move for a driver to go up there if they're not going to the drive-through. You can't. I mean, if your plan is to exit, not a smart move to go that way. Because why? It's closer if you go the other way. But I guess if you want to check it out now before this car is there. It's much easier, but it's not bad. And also right there, I'm in a mirror here, so there's that little fencing thing. That's where there's going to be tables and stuff set up. It appears that'd be nice. I think there's probably must be a door over there. I hope they have a door there. That would be dumb, but I'm sure there is. I just don't remember. But you could see, they got the main doors are set up in there. The drive-throughs completely remodeled, and it looks like it's going to be pretty nice. I can't wait to get in. I'm hoping I can get notified somehow when the grand opening is, when they're cutting the ribbon. If they're going to go to all that, I think they should. I hope they do. If somebody over there is listening to my video, I hope you make some kind of announcement, invite our Board of Selectmen and all that, invite dignitaries, get the governor down here. No, she probably won't come here for Starbucks opening in Townsend. But it's a big deal. I think it's a big deal for Townsend to get a Starbucks. I always joke that we'll never get one. But even though I would love one, and I'm finally getting it, I hope that they're not going to turn around and change it to Dunkin'. They won't. This is going to be a Starbucks, people. And it's going to be, I think, any day now, any week now. Before I did this video, I didn't check the building permit status. They've been taking out building permits left and right. And as I'm trying to track what they've been doing, okay, they got another building permit. They're spending more money on building permits to get this thing open. Wow, that's a lot of stuff they have to do. There's electrical, there's, the food service stuff, because this was a bank. It wasn't a restaurant. So now, there's a lot of changes. And then, of course, there's HVAC system and all that. Things are way, way over my head. I know nothing about, but it's almost ready to go. So hopefully I know I'm not the only Starbucks lover in this town. So I know there's a lot of us waiting with bated breath on when this is coming. And I know some people, I've noticed on some social media, I'm not on a lot of the Facebook pages anymore. I quit some of them. I'm done. I got my own Facebook group, Townsend What's Going On Part 2. I'm changing the name of it soon because it's really stupid to have it What's Going On Part 2. I didn't start the group. It was started about 10 years ago. And they did What's Going On Part 2 because it was to get the hell out of what's going on, because that's a vile group. It still is, from what I hear. I hear all kinds of complaints about it. And so somebody started What's Going On Part 2 to 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 bring people out of, if you want to get rescued from what's going on, this is where you want to be. What's Going On Part 2. And I mean, it's tough to keep any kind of sanity in a Facebook group if you're an admin. I know it is. And I'm trying over there. So please come over there if you want to know what's going on, Townsend. I don't take any bullshit. I do take some. Oh, let me rephrase that. I take some bullshit, but it's not going to be a vile group. But it's intended to be informative, but free speech with very minimal restrictions. It used to be completely open to free speech, but it just it started to get vile. So, and some of the people didn't like, so the most vile people left the group, and they're not welcome back. So that's why I'm not letting your application pass. Anyway, plus some of it's automated. If you're not getting in, recheck what you answered the questions. See if you got the questions right. If you don't know the Townsend's in Central Mass, you're not getting in. If you think it's in Western Mass, you're not getting in. It ain't happening. We're not in Western Mass. That really bugs me. Doesn't it bug you if you're from Townsend? You know that we're not in Western Mass. And it's really aggravating for people. Anything west of 128 is not in Western Mass, people. Anyway, I called you here today because I wanted to share. I've been wanting to share the update on the Starbucks because people have been asking, Cindy, what's going on with Starbucks? And here it is. It's going to open soon. If I can get there for the grand opening, and they have one, if they have an actual ribbon cutting and I can get an invite, I'll try to videotape that or do a live. I don't know about a live. Sometimes those are iffy. Yeah, sometimes Wi-Fi sucks, but I'll at least record it and get it back to you to show you that it's open. And I should get paid advertising from them. No, we don't need that. But anyway, and I got that music going, and I wanted to share that. I'm going to be working on an intro video to go with it. That's a little bit more complicated than spitting out a song. So that's my theme song, and I've been trying to do a better one, and I just can't seem to get. It's all AI generated. You hear these kind of songs, it's all AI generated, but that's the best I could get it to produce for me, and I got like 40 changes I made to it, but they all suck. So that's the best. I like it. I do like it, and I come up with other ones, and it's like these are no good. But that's it. And so let me know what you think of that theme song. And I got to work on a compilation of news breaking stuff that I've done and put those, at least pictures, do a photographic montage of what that's all about. Let's see about that. Okay, that's all I have. I got to go. I got to do something in about 10 minutes. So I just wanted to share this great news. Oh, UPS. I was going to tell you about UPS. I did go up to the UPS. There's no UPS yet. The convenience store in the center, I think it's Honey Farms. Is that what it is? Honey something. I just go there for lottery tickets or something. But they, apparently, I went in there like a few weeks back and I asked them, what's the status? And I guess they're having building permit issues. Not like there's building permit issues, like they're getting a hard time or whatever. I guess there's some structural issues in order to build out what they need for UPS. Part of it is UPS itself. They have requirements because it is mail. It's US mail, FedEx, UPS. It's a mail distribution center. And so there's security requirements, there's all these different things. But there's structural changes in that building that have to be made to support the needs of a UPS store. And so they're dealing with all that they have to do, which takes longer than a Starbucks. And it's we have a small family-owned business who's trying to build out a UPS store. Is a lot different than corporate America somebody with a lot of money to build up a Starbucks out of a bank. There's a um, different set of finances involved. So I think I don't know. They were hoping like Christmas on UPS, but I don't. I'm not. I'm not criticizing them at all. I'm supporting them. It's like, hey, if you can pull out a UPS store, then by all means do it. I've been to UPS stores throughout the area. The closest one for us is Nashua, and then the closest one in Massachusetts is Westford. And so we could use one. And I've been inside of both of them. And in my opinion, they don't have enough room in the area that they're doing. My suggestion to them is like, you're going to be friggin' busy and you're going to have a lot of stuff. So I think they should do the whole place as a UPS store. And they don't want to give up the lottery money. And it's like, make it a smaller store. I don't know. But that's just my 2 cents. Watch. I'm probably right again, though. But anyway, I really got to go. So I will catch you on the next video. Let me see if I can do the music again on the way out. There it is. See you later.
She's got a notebook, a camera, a mic. Out on the street chasing wrong from right. Eyes like fire burning through the haze. The truth is a weapon cuts through the maze. Some call her trouble, some call her brave.